guys, welcome to another new video. If you guys don't know me, my name is Vuna. I'm one of the bloggers from mycafe101.com and this is a YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about the book The Secret, which is about the law of attraction. I've got a few requests on Instagram and on YouTube as well if I could do a review of the book and just share what I know about the book. Instead of doing beauty videos, I thought that it could be more fun to talk about motivational kind of things. One of my favorite subjects to talk about is motivation and inspiration, how to keep yourself motivated. And I think The Secret, the book The Secret, is one of the main things that have kind of helped me feel motivated. I'm sweating. That kind of helps me be motivated, be happy with my life no matter what happens or how it goes. It kind of, the book kind of helps me realize a lot of things and just, just to appreciate whatever I have at that moment. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the book. First of all, it is so easy to read. You can like read it in 2-3 days or just one day, and it is so easy to understand. And it's like a motivational self-help kind of book. It's about how to succeed in life. Just how to succeed in life like the way you want to. The whole point about The Secret is the law of attraction. What you think and how you feel is what you attract. If you feel like crap and if you only think crappy thoughts, you will attract more of the crappy thoughts and more crap will happen to your life. I'm so sorry. But if you like think good things, good thoughts, and if you feel good, then you'll attract more of the good things. What I like about this book is that it makes you, sometimes you feel like you don't have the control of your life and how you feel and what is going on around you. But with this book, it feels like you have the full control over how you want your life to be and how you want to make it. And that's what I love about this book. The more you feel good and the more you think positive thoughts, the better your life become, and the more you attract the good things, which means it will just keep on being better and better and better. Of course, life is not perfect and some crappy things will happen, but then it's all about how you see it. You can see it as, oh my god, my life sucks, and feel pathetic about your life and about yourself. I do that sometimes and it sucks. But then you can say, okay, well, this happened, crap, and then be like, well, what can I gain from it? And I'm like, you can always find something good in everything. So if something bad happened, you can say, okay, that was a good lesson, not gonna do that again. That's a way of thinking. Or you could say, okay, that was good as long as it lasts, and now to the next chapter and something better will come. Always look forward to something good and something better. That's the whole thing about The Secret. And then they show that way of thinking in different ways, and they put on a lot of different quotes in the book about how to see life and how you can design your own life. But yeah, the law of attraction, it's all about how you think, how you feel, and what you want. I can dig deeper if you want me to, but I don't think it's necessary because I think that's the overall thing. I'd rather talk about how it has helped me and my experience with The Secret and how I use it. So let's move on to that next. Yeah. So how do I use The Secret? Actually, I don't think reading The Secret once is enough. At first when I read it, at the very beginning when I read it, I was like, okay, this is weird. But then when I gave it a shot, mostly because of one of my best friends, she said, Vuna, you should try this, it will really help. And it really helped her how she sees on her own life. At first I didn't get it. I was like, this just, it's just weird. But now, the more I read it, the more I understand it and the more I practice it. But it's all about practice. You won't just get The Secret. It is practice. You have to practice the way of thinking. It's about feeling that and believing that and pretend like you already have it. Those are the things you have to do to get where you want to go. But yeah, I read it time to time. I still read it, and right now I've listened to it. You can download the book at audible.com, and every morning, if I didn't sleep well and I feel this negative vibe around me, then I'll just put the audiobook and then I'll just be listening to it. And it's not like I'm listening 100% and I'm getting everything, but every day, every time I read it or I listen to the book, I do get something into my head. Like it turns my way of seeing things to a better way of seeing things, if you get what I mean. So I should stop doing this. It's like a choice. if you don't believe it and you're just reading it just to read it, it won't help, and it's just gonna be a waste of your time. If you really give it a shot and you read it a few times and and you try out the things they say in the book, then it will definitely help the way you see your life, the way you see yourself, and it just makes your life much better. For me, it did. Read it a few times and you can listen to it. If you're not a reading kind of person, then you can listen to it, and if you're not a listening kind of person, then you can read it. I do both whenever I feel like, whatever. Let's talk about how or why I started reading The Secret and how it helped me. Let's get a little personal. I started reading The Secret when I first moved over here. I dropped out of another study, and then I moved over here to this city, and then I started all over with a new education, software engineering. So I moved over here and I started like on a new education. It was a new place and I only knew like 2 people over here. So I felt empty when I moved here. I mean, I had great people around me, that's not the case, but starting all over, everything is so new, and it was just a lot to take when I moved here first. So back then I was really shy, and I wouldn't talk like this. I wouldn't talk much. I would be very silent, and I wasn't social either when I moved here first. Actually, I felt good, but I felt empty at the same time. It's not like it's just it was just a weird feeling. So I talked with one of my close friends. The lighting. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I talked with one of my best friends about, not feeling that well, and not, everything was new, so I just felt lost, So she told me that I should read this book. At first I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't really get it, and it didn't really help me at all. But the more I got into it, the more I read it, the more I got into it, the more I got the way of thinking, and I changed. I felt like the book kind of asked you, okay, so what do you want? What do you want? And I was like, I want an apartment. I lived with my friends, with my best friend, and I was like, I want my own apartment. I want my own place. And so the thing I needed to feel better was getting my own apartment and settle down over here. And it said in the book, okay, so make your goal a little bit more specific. So I told myself, okay, so before January the next year, I want an apartment. And it said in the book, just believe that you will get it. Don't worry about it. Just believe it and pretend like you already got it, and just live your life and do all the things you have to do. So I did. I told myself one day, okay, I'm gonna get an apartment before January, and I'll be settling down in my own apartment in January. And I pretended like I've already got an apartment, and I was like totally chill. And I didn't put that much thought into it. It was just like, universe will bring me the things I need. And for some weird reason, I got an apartment. I got this apartment before January, and I was like, wow. And it was like I was asking for something and it just came to me. So that is one of the weirdest, like craziest things that has happened. Maybe, sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe it was just good timing, but it's kind of cool. It feels good. Cool. So I was like, okay. And then I had some other things on my list, like some things I wanted, some ways I wanted to change. I wanted friends, I wanted to be open, I wanted to be happy, I wanted to have create a lot of memories, and so I did. Those things. Suddenly I was more open, I was less shy, and I got a lot of friends, and things just started to change. And it just got better and better, because it says in the book, learn to be grateful. Learn to be grateful for the things you already have. So I was like, okay, so I'm grateful that I got this new apartment. I'm so grateful for the friends I have. I'm so grateful for my mom and dad. I'm so grateful that I have an education and that I can take an education. And I'm so grateful for the nature, for music, for art, because it makes me feel good. And the more grateful I was, and the more I appreciated all the small things I had in my life, the more happier I became. And also, the more greater things happened in my life, the more things I just attracted and I just got. And it's like the craziest thing was the apartment. That's why I'm sharing that part with you guys. All the other things, they're good too, but they're just small details because it was small things I wanted. And the reason I'm telling you is because I do believe that sometimes it does sound like, you know, a little whoa, that's just crazy, you know, that doesn't make sense. No, but seriously, if you think good things and if you only focus on what you want, then you will get it. Then you will get it, or you will get something better or something else that you didn't expect, but it will just go in a better way. So yeah, through my experience, things have been much better. Somehow I'm still on this education, and I got a job, I have my apartment, I've got a lot of new friends, I have a blog that I'm really grateful for, I have a YouTube channel now that I'm really grateful for. It's not huge, but it makes me happy. Yeah, so I have the things I want now. I just want to appreciate the things I already have. It just made me a better person, and it just made me a happier person. I think that's my experience with The Secret. But it definitely makes you realize how good your life is, and then you will just automatically attract more, and that is the key. That is really the key. So what did the book teach me? Like, what did The Secret teach me? What is it that it taught me that I'm still practicing now? One of the things are definitely being grateful. I don't think the more grateful I became, the more good things happened to me, and it's just the smallest things you can be grateful for. I have this gratitude journal that I'm writing in every night before I sleep, and you sleep so much better when you like thank God or the universe or whatever you believe in for what you have. And there's just a lot of things to be grateful for. As I told you, education, job, apartment, friends, family, food, I love food, money. I have the opportunity to go to fitness, the nature, the sun, music, you know, the books, art. Yeah, I just told you this already, but yeah, there are so many things to be grateful for. A lot of basic things to be grateful for would be I can see, I can talk, I can hear, I can move, you know, I'm healthy, I'm actually healthy, and I should be grateful for that. So there are so many small things you can be grateful for, you should be grateful for, and the more you realize how much you have in your life, the better your life will become. So gratitude is definitely the most important thing and the biggest thing I've learned from The Secret. Another thing the book The Secret taught me was to focus on what I want, not what I don't want. Oh, that was what I was going to tell you. For instance, there are days where you're like, if you think, oh, I'm gonna be late or I'm gonna miss the bus, then you're gonna attract that and you're gonna miss the bus and you are gonna be late. If you think like, oh, I can handle it, or I will get there in time, I will make it work, and things like that, what you want. If you focus on what you want, then you will mostly get things done the way you want it. So it kind of taught me to focus on what I want. Whenever I focus on what I want, how I want things to go, then things go my way. Things go the way I want it to. So that is something you have to keep in mind. Just focus on what you want in life. Only on what you want and what is important for you. And you know, just and don't focus on what you don't want, because then you're gonna attract that things. Because the law of attraction. Another thing it says in the book is the law of attraction doesn't really count the I do not want. So if you say, oh, I do not want to miss the bus, then the law of attraction would be like, the sun, man. The law of attraction would be like, I want to miss the bus, because it doesn't, obviously, for some weird reason, it doesn't get the not thing. So what is it called? I don't remember. Focus on what you want. Oh, the lighting. Okay. So focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Only on what you want, and make a list. If you're not sure about what you want in your life, make a list. Write down everything you want. Then you have some goals and you know what you're going for, what you're looking for, and that, my friend, is so good. Yeah. Another thing is to believe. One of the things that will get you where you want to go is to believe that you're gonna be okay, you're gonna get there, and you will get the things you want. You have to believe, and you have to pretend like you already have all the things you have, then they will automatically, settle down. You don't have to think about how. That is not your problem. You just have to live your life, be in the moment, and believe that things are gonna go the way you want it to. It won't always go the way you want it to. I've tried, because I'm not good at practicing The Secret. I'm still working on it, but I forgot my point. And it's kind of like fake it till you make it. and then one day you will get there. Another thing it taught me was being positive. And being positive, because when you focus on what you want, only on what you want, and you believe that you're gonna get all the things you want, and you are being grateful for all the things you already have, then you start to be more positive. You know, your how do you say that? Your vibe, you know, everything will just be so positive about you. Another practice you actually can do, which me and my sister does, and me and another friend of mine we do, is, oh my god, it's dark now. Another thing we do is we tell each other, okay, this week we're gonna focus on not complaining about these things, and then we don't talk about these things. If there's something that is bothering me in my life or bothering my friend in her life, then we tell each other we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna make it bigger than what it already is. So we're just gonna put it aside and be like, okay, that's just gonna be there, and we're not gonna talk about it, and suddenly that huge thing that was bothering us is not that huge anymore, because we don't give it that big place in our life. So that is a practice you can do with your friends. If it's too negative, and if things are just too negative, and you're all feeling so pathetic like I do sometimes, then make a deal, and tell each other, okay, we're not gonna complain about this, we're not gonna talk about this, we're not gonna make, you know, it shouldn't control how I feel, you know. So it is so good. The lighting is so good now. That's good. So that is one challenge or a thing you can do to make your life more beautiful. Also that, but to make your life more positive. But yeah, guys, that's kind of what The Secret taught me. So if I should sum up, be grateful, write a gratitude journal, write down all the things you want in life, only focus on what you want in life, be positive, pretend like you already have the things you have, visualize the things you want, because then it's easier for you to pretend like you already have it, because you know the feeling of having it without having it. You already have the feeling of having it, and then you'll attract it. That's what The Secret says, not me. Okay, but it helps. So what to do? Oh, that's just what I told you guys. But yeah, if I have to tell you guys what to do, write down all the things you want in life and make goals. Write down every day what you're grateful for. Write down 3 positive things that happened that day every day. Then you have to find something positive. It can be a good song if nothing huge happened. There are days where I'm like, oh, this song actually made me happy, so it's one of the highlights for today. Or my food, the food was good, then that's one of my highlights today. So it can be small things. It doesn't have to be a huge deal, you know? You can always make a vision board if it's easier. I have a vision board that I use just to motivate myself, and also to see what I actually want and what I focus on in life. And be positive, because that positive vibes really does make a huge difference. Don't complain, and just be happy and grateful, and be happy about what you already have. That's what you can do. So another thing I want to say before ending this video is it is practice. I still have days where I feel totally pathetic. I have those days, and I have those days where I just buy a big Ben & Jerry and just eat Ben & Jerry all day, or I go to McDonald's and eat Happy Meal because I feel so much better about my life when I eat junk food. I have those days too. And it's practice. First of all, it's a choice. Do you want a better life? Do you want to succeed in life? And then yeah, if you want to, then think about what you can do, and you can try these things if you want to, if you believe in it. For me, it has helped a lot, and it just makes me happy. But yeah, I do have my days where I'm totally off, and I'd be like, The Secret my ass, I don't care. I'd be like that too. But most of the time, I try to take all the things I've learned from the book and put it into practice, and I try my best to stay positive and to be grateful and to just appreciate everything I have in life, and to focus on what I want in life. And the lighting is, I think God is telling me something. But it's a good practice, and it's really a good tool to have. I feel like the book is the best tool I've ever had to make things work, to make my life work. I feel like I have so much to tell you guys, but it would just be too much. Probably be too much. I feel like it's a good book. I definitely think you should read it if you haven't already read it. And I think you should try these tools, and you should you know, if you feel lost and if you feel like, ugh, my life sucks, then give this a shot. Then you'll probably see some sort of a meaning with your life and some sort of meaning with you being here. Yeah, it has definitely helped me, and it keeps on helping me. Always listen to it, and it just makes me focus on the right things, and it makes me put my mind into right things. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you like this video, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos from me, feel free to subscribe as well. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys in another video. See ya! The lighting. Oh my god. So sorry about the lighting. What am I gonna do? It's like the sun is moving all the time. Well, the first thing, yeah, let's first talk about, oh my god, I don't know how to say. It is practice, guys. It is really like, oh my god, the lighting is bad. Okay, I'll just sit here. You can hear him. Oh, the sun is moving again. Oh, as well. Do I have something here? No. Where shall I start? Oh, I don't know. Oh, and now it's dark. I felt like. So yeah, it's all good. The lighting is so good now. Ah, why didn't it come before? Annoying. Thank you, God. But I forgot my point. What was it? I totally forgot my point. Okay, it will come later. Oh, that was so annoying. So, but oh my god. Okay, is it okay? No. Is this better? No. Maybe you should come closer. No. Yeah. Okay. No.